Now, why should we, in view of this most fundamental principle of the law, disrupt what the legislature's effort has been to balance against this principle by giving tools to the suffering patient, the ability to control his quality of life and the ability to control and to alleviate suffering, but not cross this very fundamental and important principle of American law?
Yes, Justice Rice, several points to make there. First of all, the statutes in Montana, the Montana Rights of the Terminally Ill Act, cross that line over and over and over again. We're not working on a blank canvas here. Montana law recognizes multiple situations where it's all right for a doctor, and Mr. Johnstone alluded to some, the Court's questions alluded to others, where it's all right for the doctor to hasten death. This happens, as the record indicates, every day in our hospitals. This double effect doctrine is when a doctor goes to the patient and his family and says, you're in suffering, I'm going to put you out of suffering, here's the extra morphine that will do the job. This is done deliberately so. And so our law recognizes there are situations where, because of the paramount duty that doctors have, and the state recognizes, to alleviate suffering, medicine can proceed to the point where death is hastened. Our contention, as you know, is that there's not much difference between that and aid in dying, which simply takes it a small step further. But let me talk about this compelling state interest in preserving human life. This case involves, and this is maybe one of the central points, individuals who are involved in a death in progress. These are people who are about to die regardless of what the law and what the doctors decide to do. As was mentioned in one of the questions, suicide, this is another situation the law recognizes, is not illegal in our state. Attempting suicide is not illegal. The question is there a conceivable state interest, Justice Rice, in forcing a dying, suffering patient to remain alive against his will, simply so he can suffer a little longer, if the end result will be the same? As death approaches, is our contention, the amount of remaining life decreases, and the amount of suffering increases. This balancing in the state's interest in preserving life diminishes.